So we're back in business.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Charlie.
Welcome back. So, what have you been up to?
Since the last episode.
Yeah, what was that in December? Maybe?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't remember when the last episode was.
In December, I think, when we talked about the Korean dating culture.
Did we record it in December?
No,
I don't think
but
so.
we released
I think we
it.
recorded it way earlier. So what you're actually asking me for is a recap of my life the last 4 months.
Yes.
And I think we should skip that.
You can just say, I'm back in Sweden.
Yeah, I am back in Sweden.
Okay. And I've started crocheting, so...
Yes, you did.
Big things are happening for both of us.
Yes, and I have an almost feminist bag.
Yes. So, you know...
I didn't cut it myself, though, as you asked. I think... Is that a requirement for it to be a feminist bag?
I mean, a true feminist woman does it herself, right?
Oh, shit.
With kitchen scissors.
Obviously, you are responsible for all the feminist definitions in this podcast.
Yes, that is what I contribute with. Now, your contribution is... No. I have...
Your contribution is... well, that's true.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
I have a lot of things that I want to talk about for the upcoming episodes. Just to, pique people's interest. I have been watching a lot of K-dramas, so that has happened. So I want to talk about that. What else did I want to talk about? I don't know.
A lot of things.
There's a lot of dramas though that I watched, so yeah.
That could be a couple of episodes.
And I know that you have some things from Korea that you told me that you're going to talk about in some episode.
Of course. There are a whole lot of things we could talk about Korea. But I don't want to spoil anything.
No, you're not going to spoil. You're just going to...
So I'm not going to say anything. Or am I going to say anything?
No.
No. Okay. Wait, what did you say no to?
One thing that I do want to say, though, is that there are people that listen to the podcast that don't like or subscribe or even follow us on Instagram, which I think is lazy, so please do that, because, I mean...
Oh, are we... I thought about this a few weeks ago, we have never actually said on the podcast to like and subscribe and spread the word. And I think that's nice, because I don't think either of us really care. We tried with to have a marketing spree where we just told 3 friends each to do it. And then we gave up because it was too much work. But now you're bringing it up. Okay, so we're doing it.
Yeah, I just did it, so...
Okay, sure. Go for it.
I think it's reasonable if you listen to the podcast, and most of the people that do have a personal relationship to us, at least you could like the video. Come on.
For the sake of our friendship.
Yeah, and for the sake of our mental health. Yeah.
Oh, we're putting that on the line as well? That's good. That's extortion. We can do that.
Okay, well, today we're going to dedicate this whole episode to a reality show that you watched first on Netflix, and then you told me I'm obsessed with this show, and I was like, yes. So I watched all of the episodes in 2 days, and then you were like, oh, I'm sick, I can't record. I'm like, I need to talk about this. So then I just called another friend and talked about it.
Oh my god, you replaced me. Well, just invite your friend to the podcast. Do the podcast with him/her. I don't care. Wow.
But I have refined my analysis since, so...
Oh, good. I don't really have an analysis.
I have an analysis.
I was just okay. So this is the Netflix series Singles Inferno, because it's a Netflix series, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a dating show in Sweden called Paradise Hotel, and it's quite similar to that. It's basically Paradise Hotel but without the sex.
And there's Korean people.
And there's Korean people. It's a Korean Paradise Hotel without the sex.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And I don't watch dating shows. I have never actually watched Paradise Hotel. I just know about it. And when I saw that there was I just saw the trailer for Singles Inferno because it flashed by my feed on Netflix. And I was like, this is so awkward.
Yeah.
I have to see it. It's just all of the things that it's the Korean politeness that borderlines awkwardness
Yeah.
in a dating show. I love it.
I have more experience, I would say, in this type of reality shows. Like, there's a lot of them.
You were in Paradise Hotel.
No, but there's Paradise Hotel, there's Bachelor in Paradise, there's X on the Beach, there's Temptation Island. So there's a lot of these type of shows, but all of them are Western. So I was like, okay, I can do a Korean type of X on the Beach show, but it was very different, to be honest. I mean, the biggest sort of scoop was that two of do you say contestants? They're not contestants. It's not a...
Participants?
Oh, participants.
Oh, spoilers now. Spoilers.
Yeah,
for
spoilers.
those who haven't seen it.
They slept beside each other in a king-size bed. Oh my god.
Yeah, but the thing is that you get so carried away, or I get very carried away. I get into the people who are who are commenting. I think they're famous for different things. I don't know. For me, they will always be the Singles Inferno people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're happy about that, but you get swept away by their emotions about all of this. So when they when this woman is suggesting to the guy to just sleep in the same bed beside her,
they're like, oh my
they
god.
freak out, and then I freak out, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I'm like, but they're just sleeping in the same bed. Get yourself together.
The only thing that's gonna happen is
there's
that there's
nothing sexy about this.
No, they're just gonna smell each other's morning breaths. So that is what's gonna happen.
Ooh.
One thing though, I just want to talk about the setup of the show because we haven't yet. So there's so there's an island that is supposed to be a deserted island, I guess, with very primitive sort of, what do you say, life. I'm losing my English.
Primitive lifestyle where they have showers and running water and
they sleep in tents.
I'm not gonna be that.
Yeah,
tents, quote unquote.
And then there's a bunch of guys and girls that are very attractive that come to that island. And then they're supposed to date around and be flirty or whatever. And if two people choose each other, they can go to a super fancy hotel and have a date. That is the concept.
And also in the beginning, it's very important that it's kind of this Miss World pageant where everyone has to say that I'm doing this to find the love of my life. The world peace shit. It's not that I want to be on a reality show and make a lot of money.
Which is probably the truth.
Yeah.
And also we have these, this is something that is very different compared to the same type of show, but in a Western setting, is that there's no people commenting. In this show, there's 4 people in a studio that is watching the show and commenting on what's happening. And at first I was that's kind of That is unnecessary. That's 4 people that you could easily like cut the salary from the budget and just yeah. But I think they add something. I like them. Actually.
Yeah, me too. That's what I kind of meant, that you get swept away with because you're one of them.
Yeah.
You have like your favorites, and you're interpreting every little like thing that the not the contestant, the participants do. Like if 2 people that you're shipping, they're looking at each other, you're like, oh my god, I told you, and then they are commenting it, and I'm like, I'm with you, I'm 100% with you.
Also that the people that are commenting are like taking notes. I'm like, ooh, dedication.
Then you feel at home.
Yeah, also because I also was taking notes because, yeah, I prepare for the podcast.
You always say that, and I always feel horrible for a second, but I don't.
No.
And then I let it go.
No. I take notes and I'm well prepared, but I'm not that charming. That is my... Yeah, okay,
But
moving
you're
on.
saying that I am.
Yes, you are. You're likable. I'm not likable.
Am I likable? Well, say that to my friend who told me the other day that I am aggressive when I talk.
But that is charming in its own way.
Thank you for being honest.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to give you a question. I know that I gave you a hint when we were like messaging about this. Who my favorite participant is. Like, there's no competition for me who is the most attractive, interesting person.
You mean who I think that you think is the most attractive and interesting?
Yes. There's no competition for me. There's one clear winner.
But I don't think that anyone is both attractive and interesting. It's...
What?
How could you find both qualities in one person? Oh, wait. Yeah, you said... Is it the girl with the... I don't remember her name.
It is a girl.
Is it not brand clothes?
Not brand... Gia?
Is that her name?
No, I don't like Gia. I like the woman that is like a little bit older that had like a gym.
Oh yeah, the boxer.
Yeah, Suyeon.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
Too. Like I liked her, or I like her in general. Like I don't know her, so it feels so horrible to sit here and comment as real people. But her as a character in this.
Yes. She was also good at communication.
Yeah, she was good at communication, but I think that in the like the middle and the end, I don't know. I just got like a vibe of desperation from her.
Yeah.
That I felt was very uncharacteristic of like the image that I had of her. I thought she was more like mature and could be like, oh, okay, this guy is just paying me. I don't need him. I can move on. But then it was like she was clinging on to him. And I didn't particularly like that. But then again, it's her choice. But yeah. But I know, I totally agree with like liking her.
Who was your favorite contestant?
Should I have a favorite?
You already say though, the dancer guy.
But like
Yun Song.
He was so good looking. That's the only thing I'm basing it on.
He's like kind of a famous K-pop dancer.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I knew him before.
I didn't know him before. I just saw the segment on the show where they were like, "Oh my god, he's super famous." Still don't know who he is. I just really like his arms.
But is that your type though? He's like so much hair product and then super tan.
But
and
I'm
like
not.
his buttons
I'm only
were like
talking about his arms and his upper body. That's the only thing I'm basing it on. That is why he was my favorite.
His face was irrelevant.
Yeah. I think when it comes to a lot of people, the face is irrelevant.
No, I know. Oh, but you said in one podcast episode that you like men that do house chores for you. So therefore, I thought that you will like, what's his name?
Seun. Is that his name?
Yeah, Seun. There's two situations here that are interesting in this show. First of all is the Seun situation. Yeah, okay. Now, let's talk about
the
that.
Seun situation. Okay, so the first episode where he's like taking charge, like cooking and stuff, I'm totally falling for you. This is amazing. Yeah. And he seemed really nice as well. So I'm on your side. But then it turns out like he's being turned on, what's it called? Turned down. Yeah. Time after time by this girl. And it's so obvious. But he just keeps bothering her and being like a 4-year-old about it. He's moping around when he can't get what he wants. And being like generally rude to other people. And that is probably the most unattractive thing in the world. Yeah. And being like competitive about a person. That is like, he's 100% objectifying her as some kind of prize that he needs to win. Yeah. And that is so disgusting. So like, being able to cook is not going to make up for that. Yeah. I would, if he was my friend, I would make him cook dinner for me and then I would punch him in the face for doing that. He would probably still be my friend because he could cook, but I would tell him what I think about it.
And now, like a huge spoiler, of course, like he saw this girl from the beginning and he was like, she's my ideal type, I'm gonna have her. And then she rejected him over and over. And then at the end of the show, she was like, oh, okay, I'll date you. And in like the final episode, when he was like, oh, I'm sorry that I like put you through that, being like so pushy on you. And she was like, oh, well, I'm sorry for like rejecting you. And then she started crying. I was like, what the hell?
I know.
What? You're crying because you're rejecting someone that you're clearly not attracted to. Why are you crying about that? I was just so annoyed.
Like the people commenting, that was probably the only time I was like, really? With them, because they were like, oh my god, he wins in the end, like his tenaciousness won.
Yeah, he's so admirable. I was like, no,
he's
like
a one-woman guy. I'm like, ugh.
He's a creepy stalker.
Isn't everyone is supposed to be like, what? Isn't monogamy like a thing? Or I don't know. Isn't that the norm? I don't know. But
no, but like when the people that were commenting were like, oh, he's so admirable. He's like, oh, persistent. I'm like, not taking other people's like emotions into consideration and just like doing your thing and not taking other people into consideration. That's not admirable. That's just rude.
Yeah, so that's the Seon situation.
Yeah, that's the Seon situation.
But just imagine like if like the arms and upper body of the dancer together with the cooking skills of Seon and like the more calm and reflecting nature of the dude who looks like a K-pop star.
Xion?
I have no idea what his name was.
He looked a lot like a K-pop idol.
Yeah, he had that haircut that I really don't like.
Yeah, longer at the back.
Yeah, exactly.
He was also wearing like a sweater vest, and it was like 35 degrees. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know.
Why are you wearing like a knitted sweater? You weirdo. Okay.
I know.
Okay, so the calm and collected attitude of him, yeah?
Yeah, just that combination. The face, I haven't really decided yet.
Yeah, the face is irrelevant.
The face is irrelevant, exactly. So there we have it. That's what we need.
Anyway, if you had a gun to your head, you had to date one of the guys from the show. Who would you choose?
Well, I don't remember all of them. Wait, so we have the hairy chest, the dancer, the 4-year-old, the K-pop star, the Kangaji, and is there anyone else, or is it just 5?
There's one guy that had clearly tan skin and had like a chin implant.
Yeah, the chill dude.
Yeah, the chin implant. I can't deal with chin implants.
Did he have a chin implant?
I'm sure he did. Like the problem with those kind of implants is that they look fine from the front, but then when you see them in a profile, you're like, ew, what happened there?
I need to look at a picture. Oh, but I have a favorite. I just remembered her.
Who?
The
Pilates girl.
Do you think I know her name? Yeah. Did she do Pilates?
Yeah, one.
I don't know. I have a friend called Yeon. She was like she was the one who went away from the island with the chin implant.
Yeah, that's Jaewon.
Okay, good. I like her.
Yeah, I like her too.
Because she seems stable.
Yeah, and she was kind of cute too. She was weird.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. She has everything.
Yeah. Well, then we have the other situation that I feel like I need to talk about, which is the Gia situation. So basically, God. Gia, if I'm going to describe her... Yeah. She's like a super plasticky girl. She has like a perfect, in citation mark, face. And she brought a fluffy pink Prada bag to the beach. Yeah, that explains her quite a lot. And
But you have to appreciate these people.
Yeah, and basically, she just played like three guys in this show. And she did it impeccably. I was so freaking impressed by her at the same time as I was like, she's disgusting, but she's so good.
I know. But the thing is, like, she is so good. Yeah. And, like, the people are disgusting. Or she's so good that she makes it not seem like it's her that is disgusting. It's the guys that are disgusting.
Yeah.
Right?
And I look...
So I don't think she is disgusting in any way. I think she gets away with it, and therefore...
It's disgusting to play with people's emotions, I think.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, the guys were also disgusting because all they wanted was to sleep with her, basically.
Yeah. They wanted her face.
Yeah. But I looked back and I tried to, like, understand what she did. Like, her dating technique or the way that she, like, handled these guys. And what she did was, she didn't say much.
And you took notes?
No, I didn't take notes. I just internalized it. Yeah, I internalized it. So what she did was, she didn't speak much. She flirted a little bit, but she didn't speak much. So when the other people, the guys were talking to her, she was not rejecting what they were saying, and she was not, like, agreeing with what they were saying. She was just... And then the guys were, like, assuming that she was agreeing with...
But also, that's like a normal technique for getting people to like you, is just letting them talk. And letting them talk about themselves. So, like, when they talk about something, you ask them a question or you agree with them instead of, like, contributing with your own story. Because if you kind of give them confirmation and give them space to talk, they're gonna have a good time, and then they're gonna, like, connect that with you being a nice person. So it's kind of like what she's doing.
Yeah, and the thing is that because she's not... In conversations, she's not contributing anything, really. Which makes her, like, the perfect target for them to, like, apply their fantasies onto her. because she's basically just a canvas.
So disgusting.
Also, there were two of the guys that said multiple times, I just feel like we don't even have to talk. We just communicate with our eyes. And I was like, you dumb. You're so dumb. She played you so hard. She didn't even have to say anything. There was this one date that she went on with the guy that looked like he was a K-pop idol. And they were like in a pool. And this is not exactly what they said, but this was like the vibe or sort of the conversation. He was like, oh, I've never felt like this before for a woman ever. The attraction that I feel for you is like, yeah, I've never felt like this before. And she was like, oh, really? That must be so nice for you. She's not like, oh, I feel the same way. We have a connection. She was like, oh, that is so nice for you. And he was like, yeah. Oh my God, I was like, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Oh.
But that's also like, I mean, someone who isn't stupid wouldn't be played.
Yeah, exactly.
As well.
Yeah.
Like, someone who is, like, got their shit together would be like, okay, obviously she's not into me.
Yeah.
Also, to the K-pop artist, she actually said to him that she just didn't, like, she made it very clear with her, like, she was looking away when he talked.
Yeah.
I think they had, like, a serious talk sometime, like, later on. And she was, like, avoiding him. She was avoiding eye contact and avoiding to talk to him. And he was, I don't remember what he said, but he said something about, maybe I make you uncomfortable. And she was like, And that should be the end of it, right?
Yeah.
But then in the end, he went to her anyways.
Yeah. It's like, I pick you. She was like, oh, shit. Also, there was also an interesting situation with her when there was like this guy that she liked the most, and then this dancer guy came also, and they knew each other from before, like the guys, and they were both interested in her. So we had like a classic love triangle situation, and the guys immediately just abandoned the friendship.
I know.
And they talked
They were
about
like,
it.
do you choose love or friendship? Love, because a friend that doesn't understand me choosing love is not a friend. I'm like,
what? Yeah.
What? What the fuck is this shit?
This is so weird. Also, what I realized, like when I looked at Gia, and the fact that the majority of the men in this show found her like the most attractive, I was like, that is why I'm still single. I am nothing like this woman. But like, yeah, I should learn from her if I wanna get a man. Not right now, but you know, in the future, I know what to do.
Desperate enough, then you can land a dancer, a K-pop dude, and a kangachi.
Yeah.
Which is also the 3 people that you would really like to have a relationship with.
But desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah, if you need that D. Yeah. Okay, well. What was I talking about? Yeah, there was this controversy around her that she was wearing like fake brand clothes and handbags and stuff.
But also, how is this a controversy?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I mean, as we would say, ok.
Well,
like, and like, what and why would I care?
Ochorago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't matter. But apparently that's a bad thing. Okay. So what do you take away from this show?
I don't think that I take away anything. I think it has taken away a lot of my time. And a lot of energy that I should have been spending on something else. But yeah, I had a I had a good time, an emotional roller coaster. I get way too, like, immersed in things that I don't care about, actually. Like, the last couple of days I've been quite sick, and so I've just been at home watching documentaries and old movies. I watched old Hollywood movies and also like La Dolce Vita. But then I had a streak of documentaries about plastic surgeries.
Yeah.
I have never done a plastic surgery, and I will 100% never do it. But I don't know why, it just fascinates me when I'm like watching it, when I'm into it. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. People can do whatever they want, and I'm not good, and I can do whatever I want. But I really, actually, honestly, do not care. But when I'm in it,
you're in it.
Like when I'm in it.
Immersed.
100%. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this hair transplant when they take like every single strand of hair from the back of the head to the front of the head and make these small holes. It's like, it's very disgusting, but I'm in it. And I'm like rooting for all of these people to like, it's gonna work. It's gonna be fine. Like,
when everyone actually knows that the hair is not the problem.
Yeah. But also, like, I think the worst one I've ever seen is like a Brazilian butt lift. I've seen a few of those.
Why have you talked to me about this like 5 times? This is like the 5th time that you've talked to me about this.
Yeah, but it's very dramatic. Like, they have this massive syringe that they like pump fat from your stomach and then like pump it into your ass very aggressively. Like, will all of them
Why is this in this podcast? That has nothing to do with anything.
I'm sure they do butt lifts. No, they don't do butt lifts in Korea. That's probably not the that's not the ideal. Right.
No.
Yeah, when the ideal is this tiny little bird.
Yeah. Gia. Yeah, tiny little bird. Okay, well, what I take away, thank you for asking.
I mean, you can cut this out. It's fine. I leave it up to you.
Okay, well,
leave the butt lift, take away the butt lift. What can you do?
Okay, so what I take away from Singles Inferno, since you asked, thank you very much. First of all, I started to just like think about what I would do on the island, because I didn't think it was like that bad though. Like, the people,
it was amazing.
Yeah, the people that came there were like, "Oh, this is so like rural. Oh my god!" I was like, "That is so nice." Also, they had a freaking gym on the beach.
That was glamping.
Yeah, it was.
That
glamping.
was amazing glamping.
I wouldn't care if someone didn't pick me. I would just like go to the gym on the beach, sit and chill, drink something, have a nice time. And be like, bye, go to that freaking hotel. I don't care. Give me some wine. They're like,
but that was the problem. There was no wine on the island. That's why they wanted to go. They wanted to like go to the hotel and get shit-faced.
They were like, who is this Wegugin that they took in just to to have a free vacation?
No one's gonna want to date her. She's a Wegugin.
But the second thing is like, dating is such a... it requires so much energy. I got so invested in these people's love life. I was like, I don't even care this much about my own love life. Oh.
But I'm like, is this their love life? That's why I'm keeping... Like, that's why I'm so annoyed as well. I was immersed, but I was also annoyed at the same time. Yes, because I can hold 2 emotions at the same time. No, because it's a game show. Mm-hmm. They have to do this. It's not that I just don't get the feeling that they actually want to. It's like they're doing it for the money and to be like entertaining.
Yeah, and get more like views on their YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all of them were kind of had their own business or brand or whatever. You get it fairly early on that it's because they want to promote themselves and their brand. But them doing it in this like setting with the like dating, which is supposed to be kind of private and kind of fun, but also serious in a way. It's just like I feel tricked and I don't like it.
You're like, this is not genuine and real. Like, get off of Netflix, you idiot.
That's why I watch documentaries.
But like, speaking of hair though, like the guy Jintek that had like a lot of body hair and like facial hair, like, and
but like his facial hair was nice. Like, I don't like facial hair, but his facial hair was nice. But his body hair, he has to have like sculpted it in some way, because it was like the Batman symbol on his chest.
Yeah, and then
did you think about that? And I'm like, this is not nice.
I think I like beards though. So yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I liked him.
Like all kind of beards?
No, not all of them. But I mean, in that case, like the face matters.
wait.
Like it's the beard and the face in combination. I think he looked good with the beard.
Yeah, he looked really good with the beard. Yeah. With that kind of beard. Like when it's like a blanket on your face, or like a badger has just like died on your chin. It's not very
It's not
nice.
cute.
It's not cute.
So go watch Singles Inferno.
100%.
Yeah,
I
watch
recommend.
It. I have one final question for you.
Oh. More questions.
How is Korean studies going? Is it going well? Because I feel like you know more than me now, so I have to like step up my game.
I know more than you.
Yeah.
What is this coming from? I have skipped his last 2 classes. How do I know more than you?
I don't know.
Or wait, no. I didn't. I've just skipped 1.
Yeah, 1.5.
I don't.
It's my imposter syndrome.
No, but like I went to Korea, but I haven't really spoken that much Korean. I mean, obviously I've spoken more Korean than I would have done in Sweden. So you kind of get good at, quote unquote, but you get more comfortable with improvising and just going for it, even though, you know, it's not 100% right. Yeah. So I just go for it. But then I also, every time I talk to, because when I've done that in Korea, I've done it with my friends, and then it's just pam. So I keep dropping the yo every time I talk to our teacher. And it's not on purpose. It's very not on purpose, but I can see it on her face that she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So I need to be more careful with that. But what I think I learned by being there is like understanding. I can understand way more just like listening to people talking Korean.
Mm-hmm.
I understand way more than when before I went there.
That's what I mean. You're advanced. I'm just basic. No, but seriously,
But
like,
hasn't it always been like that?
oh,
though?
shut up. But like, like improvising, speaking, like, and improvising, I freak out. That's why I'm taking like the other course now, which is like just talking, because
I really wanted to do that, but I don't have the time.
Yeah, I understand. But like, because just reading something that I wrote myself is fine. But then when someone asks me a question, I'm like, huh? No. Keep to the script.
But I can absolutely not read Korean, like read out loud. I can read in my head and it's fine. But reading out loud, I freak out. I can't read fast. Like all of your other peeps, you read really fast. And I'm like, yo,
하세요. Oh my god, 잘하세요. 잘하세요.
고마워요.
Yeah.
No, but we are all good at different things. That's why we are going to make the best team when we go there together. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, well, it's fun to get going with the podcast again, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe we were a little bit unorganized this time, though.
No, I think it was
Or
good.
I feel very unorganized.
I felt organized.
Okay. That makes it 50%, and that is quite enough.
Bare minimum! Okay, well,
It's just a catchphrase for this show.
just to say, like, since we don't have a lot of listeners, like, we would love to get some, like, tips or ideas for things that we can talk about. I think it's fine to send us a DM, right?
Yeah,
On Instagram?
Of course, it's fine.
If you want us to speak.
I will answer them sometime.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the near future after you've sent it. Nothing that can be promised, however, but I will do it 50%.
Yeah, don't send us anything weird or obscene, please.
Oh, you can send Charlie that, but I would prefer not.
If you have some fit arms, send them to Dino.
Oh, send them my way.
Some sculpted arms. Ew.
If you are the dancer from Singles Inferno, send me some arm pics.
Let's just end it now. It's getting too thirsty.